seeds as well, because both these teams, according to our bracketologist Autumn Johnson, she has them slated as 10 seeds. They're looking. And Markowski, these two players going back a couple of years, facing off against each other, and it will be the Hawkeyes.
They didn't play very well against Michigan the other day and lost by double digit. Defensive transition and protect the basketball, as Iowa has been very offensively in this last stretch here in conference play.
Stolke. Lucy Olson finds a seam.
Defenders were there to knock the ball out of bounds. You expect that from Iowa trying to defend Markowski.
Olson calling her own number. She's got it. She's turned the corner since then, sweeping in and right to the cup.
And that's right. I mean, she took it personally, all those missed free throws, and nobody blocked her out.
Slicing inside, Sydney Falter. She is fouled. Looks a little bit shaken up. It's going to go on Nisley, her first.
There's a Falter getting in between a couple of defenders, definitely fouled.
Today, she said it was hard to start the season coming off a knee procedure. Olson being guarded by the freshman Prince. She'll drive, the kick, the three is good by a Falter, and everything is working.
Caitlin Clark was in the building, and they retired her jersey that day, so a little magic there, but that was an incredible start.
Rimdahl hesitates, then drains the three. And drawing the foul, that's going to be 2 on O'Grady, sliding her feet.
O'Grady stayed with the hedge just a little bit too long. The ball screen and be disruptive when she has it.
That game for Prince was season-defining how good it was.
Iowa would have a lot so far. They are keeping their hands very active.
Rimdahl turns
goes to the rim that time.
Trying to make them pay for being aggressive. Here is Olson, plenty of time to think about that three. She takes advantage.
That shot, she drew 2 defenders. One of them was Lucy Olson's, who at this point you do not want to leave.
But even with the Falter picking up that foul, Coach Jensen and her staff like a Falter at the 4 offensively with the kind of mismatches she can have, but she's good size.
Yeah, she's very strong, a Falter is. But I've been impressed with Hargrove, the freshman for Nebraska. She had a double-double. And that's where they called the foul. It was a little bit of a late whistle, but as she swung at the ball to tip it out, looked like maybe her follow-through got some of the arm of the Nebraska player there beside her. That's a very tough call.
Have 2 players who have started in your front court for nearly this entire season on the bench. The freshman Ava Hayden, who's seen her impact weeks, but a lot of confidence this coaching staff has in her potential as well.
53%, but it's her 3-point shooting tonight. She's already knocked down a couple in addition to her drives to the basket.
When they were able to 5-game losing streak against Washington, she said sometimes it just takes time to
block, but from our vantage point over there, Hayden raked down across the hand of Markowski. He draws so much attention that
just 8 points coming from the free throw line, still trying to find that spark offensively in the half court. Falter going into Hayden into the paint. Look at the position and the finish from the freshman.
That was
something that Coach Jensen was really proud in that Minnesota win. That it was actually the veterans who were stepping up to the best 3-point shooters in the Big Ten. Here's Olson behind the back, so quick. Misses back-to-back looks. That on the floor, and the jump ball, they'll send it the other way. Nebraska, we talked about them shooting from the free throw line. They have not even gotten a shot off officially till right then with Bojan, who sticks with it.
And for Nebraska in that situation.
An incredibly productive player in her limited minutes, relieving one of the greats in this program's history, Alexis Markowski. Look at her go! Olson getting downhill, count it!
Woo. What a strong move by Lucy Olson to finish the shot.
So an uphill climb, they're meeting the challenge right now. Olson dropping it down into Hayden, brilliant basketball. thought about that three. She is shifty with the ball in her hands, can also drive and hit in the paint. In her future, just 24% this season, but trying to keep her confidence up, still pouring into her. She's showing you can make an impact in different ways on the floor.
There are 4 freshmen on the floor right now for Iowa.
Rimdahl spins the other way. She was pushed by Stremlo.
Been trapping, double teaming some of the drives to the basket as Hannah Stolke and O'Grady look on. They've had 2 fouls since the first quarter, but they've also been, as Jan, Iowa had that game and missed a lot of free throws down the stretch. Just did not do what they needed to do to finish the game.
Petrie, the first bucket in over 3 minutes. Delaney using her physicality with the three-point play opportunity.
To protect that shot.
And playing with so much confidence with just 3 of 4 for the Huskers. Having our most efficient season this season.
It was converted by Hyde.
3 first-half assists for Olsen, 18 points to go along with it. Look at that take. She can. Hank gets the step, will drive in kick. Hargrove, yes. Stolke, first time back in the game since the first quarter, picks up the assist. The Nebraska native McCabe turnover.
Yeah, and you have to be careful about putting
2,500 McCabe over 2,300 beat. So they've seen a lot of each other on the hardwood.
Well, and she was on Prince much of the first half, and now she's chasing around Nisley.
Feuerbach, same thing goes for her with her length and tenacity, throwing it up and getting it to fall is Markowski.
That the shot clock was winding down, and she had to get the shot up toward the basket.
Oh, Olsen to Stolke.
And that's the rivalry game, basically, and this is the game. These two play twice.
The 3 from McCabe, she's got it. Markowski backing down, Stolke, another miss there at the rim, but Stolke, her defense standing
defensively and in attack mode on offense.
Picking the pocket, Kylie Feuerbach, it'll stay here, Nisley drains the 3. Wow. Up again.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, for 30 years now, I have been calling games on television, and you know, we get the best seat in the house. It's a lot of fun, so thank you. And aggressive inside, but has not had a great game tonight as far as her scoring.
You saw those 3 Hawkeyes with 3 personal fouls. That's Stremlo, a falter, and
only active Big Ten player with over 1,500 points and 1,000. Here come the screens.
Olsen, patient, picking up speed. McCabe left wide open and capitalizes.
The way McCabe, she was there. Beautiful move to get in there. Everything but finishing.
A falter, feeling it for the Hawkeyes. Was by even double figures, and that was against Tennessee. Olsen skipping into the lane. Off balance, it doesn't matter.
To me, she was setting, and she kind of got run over, and got called for the foul.
Lucy Olsen.
She is so shifty and such great footwork and explosiveness, and nobody can contain her right now.
Logan Nisley.
We're going to need a lot more of that, and Nebraska is a team, when they start putting in some threes, they can make a lot happen, but Lucy Olsen is the one making things happen right now.
A 3-point play coming up here for her season high, which was set against number 4 USC. She had 23 of those plays. Trying to work with Stolke. Prevented from getting into the paint. Will leave it for Stolke one-on-one against Markowski, and she goes to work.
To draw the offensive foul, but it was just good, strong move by Stolke. It's a combination of many of their field goal attempts were fouled. So
lob into Prince. The Hawkeyes read it, but she still finishes over the defense.
Yeah, so
and try and sweep this season series. Here's Rimdahl to the bucket.
Rindahl is the player for Nebraska that's had success offensively.
Oh, McCabe, a nasty three. The defender flies by. Coming up big whenever she's needed.
And that's such an important
Career rebounds.
She has had a remarkable career, and she has done so much for this program. Passed off when she needed to, and she's played hard defensively.
She had 5 assists as well, and her impact greatly limited today with their...
She was a little too far into the basket to try to lob that up.
My bad, she says. Nisley getting downhill, leaving it for Markowski, who somehow...
Time is on their side. Iowa using as much of the shot clock as they can.
A lot of pressure. A falter flips it up. A little bit of Carver magic here.
Herself a chance, and now a three-point play.
Perfect from three-point range, 3 of 3. Markowski left all alone, drains the three. She's been cold in Big Ten with about a 7-player rotation, winning 6 straight games. You never know what can happen here down the stretch.
I think Illinois still has USC and UCLA. In the middle of the Big Ten standings, a lot can shift.
Rindahl with 1:30 to go. Olsen, what a pass, the swing, McCabe, yes!
And she's converted.
Talking to her earlier this season, she said, yes, 100% shooter. But I'm a scorer, not a shooter. And that's her mentality as she approaches every single game. Here's Nisley for 3, knocking it down. They will make it 5 straight wins, including back-to-back on the road. They started 2-6 in Big Ten play.